Hello everyone, I'm forecaster Nathan Kitchens here with convective weather storm chasing. I apologize for not getting a video out yesterday. I was feeling under the weather and just want to get this video out this morning to keep you all aware of the severe weather threat shaping up over the next few days. For today we have a marginal risk for some severe thunderstorms across parts of from the western Carolinas through the lower Ohio Valley. The main threat today will be for some isolated storms that could contain some gusty winds and large hail. Won't be a big deal, but on an isolated basis, could see some damaging wind gusts and large hail with a few of these storms today, and also a marginal risk across California. We have a threat for some thunderstorms here across the west, a marginal risk across central California, with the main threat being for some large hail. Now, as we go into Wednesday, this is where the severe weather threat will begin to ramp up. This is where we have a slight risk of severe storms in place across the central part of the country, and a marginal risk as well outside of that area. The main threat tomorrow, all threats of severe weather will be in place for tomorrow. Large hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes. The atmosphere, the environment will be setting up for the potential of storms to develop rapidly tomorrow by the later afternoon hours and into the evening. So keep that in mind and make sure you keep up to date with this forecast, and you have a way to receive these warnings as they come out tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening across the central part of the country. And as we head into Thursday, this is where the highest threat for severe weather will be this week. We have an enhanced risk of severe storms from the Storm Prediction Center across much of Illinois and eastern Missouri. This is where the best dynamics will be setting up. As we have an area of low pressure that will be deepening as it moves off into the Central Plains and into the Great Lakes by Thursday night. Best dynamics across this area. You find out with daytime heating. That's why we have an enhanced risk in place here. We also have a slight risk in place outside of that as well. So Thursday we'll have the highest potential for some severe thunderstorms. And let's look at the storm potential for today. This is off the HRRR model. And we've already seen thunderstorms this morning produce very heavy rain and some flooding across the lower Ohio Valley. And as we head into the afternoon, we have a frontal boundary kind of just draped throughout this region, and we'll see numerous rounds of thunderstorms this afternoon and this evening. A few of these could contain some large hail and gusty winds. The HRRR model is bringing a complex through southern Illinois this afternoon and into parts of central Kentucky and southern Indiana this evening, so that will be something to watch. Not going to be severe weather today. Will be on an isolated basis, but again, something just to kind of monitor and watch if you are in this area today, this afternoon, this evening especially. Now, as we go into tomorrow, this is where the severe weather threat will begin to ramp up. This is the map. Let me go back here. This is the map by 7 o'clock Central Time tomorrow morning. We'll have showers and thunderstorms pushing through parts of the Ohio Valley. But as we head into the afternoon, notice a low pressure deepening here in Colorado. We're going to see, this is the map by 4 o'clock Central Time. We're going to see thunderstorms really starting to develop here across the central part of the country, from Missouri through parts of western Illinois, Kansas. This whole area through here will have the potential for storms by late afternoon. This is the map by 4 o'clock Central Time. Storms starting to develop, and once they develop, they can develop pretty rapidly and begin to become severe very quickly. All modes of severe weather will be possible with these storms tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. And as we head into Wednesday night, we're going to see this area of low pressure coming out of Colorado, moving up into the Central Plains, and eventually towards the Great Lakes on Thursday. And this will be providing the dynamics for the highest threat for severe weather once we get into our Thursday. We're going to start out Thursday across this area from Illinois through Missouri, Indiana, and Iowa, where we do have that highest threat for severe weather on Thursday. We're going to start out the morning with some convection around with showers and storms. But notice off the NAM computer model, once I go forward here into Thursday afternoon, this would be the map by 1 o'clock Central Time. Look at the gap developing here. We've got a break in the action here. If we get some sunshine out, that's obviously going to mean further destabilization and allow for these storms to have more energy to tap into. So that will be something to watch. If we do get that nice break, these storms develop rapidly by the late afternoon hours and into the evening. We're going to see a cold front marching through, providing a lift for showers and storms, and as we go into Thursday night, this cold front begins to shift towards the east, bringing that severe weather threat with it a little farther towards the east. So Thursday is shaping up to be the biggest severe weather day this week. And now once we go into Friday, we're not necessarily done across the country. If I go into the Storm Prediction Center maps here, this is the day 4 outlook. This would be for Friday. We have a 15% probability risk here. Let me go back here, I'm sorry. A 15% risk from the Mid-Atlantic region into parts of the Carolinas and Georgia. This will be the area to watch for Friday as the system pushes off to the east. We will still be able to see daytime heating ahead of this frontal boundary. Could produce some severe weather on Friday in this general area across the Mid-Atlantic into the Carolinas. And once we go into Saturday, you do see a 15% risk area here from the Storm Prediction Center probabilities across much of central Texas. This would be for Saturday. Another interesting thing I wanted to show you guys, I think you'd find this pretty interesting here. This is an analog. We can use analogs to help us further predict, forecast the weather over the next few days with this severe weather potential. One way to look at it is go back, look at historical, basically. Let's just looking at the top 15 analogs and off the GFS, and we look on, based on historically a similar setup with a similar type of system. What actually happened as far as where the tornadoes actually occur with a setup similar to what we will see for this week. And you will notice here the tornado areas with the greatest chances of tornadoes with this type of setup were from western Tennessee and the northeast Arkansas and Missouri through much of Missouri into Illinois, where we do have that risk for Thursday, and parts of Iowa as well. Again, I thought you'd find that interesting. This is actually based on what actually happened as far as where the tornadoes actually did set up, with a setup similar to what we will be seeing later this week. And that's about all I have for this video forecast, and I will try to do more videos over the next couple of days. I really want to do more shorter and frequent videos as the severe weather threat does become more imminent over the next couple of days. I will try to post a short video maybe tomorrow and again on Thursday with the latest idea and thinking on the severe weather threat, when the storms will hit, and so on. So be sure to stay tuned to Convective Weather. We will continue to post more information and keep you updated with the severe weather risk over the next couple of days. Have a great Tuesday, everyone.